Ladies and gentlemen, I give you a Daily Mail reader's worst nightmare.
Ma'am, they're waiting for you.
How's it going, guys? Welcome back to my channel and time for another episode of Luke's Reviews. On today's video, I'm going to be talking about a new release that has been garnering a huge amount of critical acclaim, especially for its lead performance, and a film that I almost got the chance to see at the London Film Festival, but I just missed out on: Spencer. Spencer is set over the course of a difficult Christmas period as Diana joins the royal family at Sandringham. At this point, Charles and her relationship were already at breaking point. The press were hounding her relentlessly, and it had all begun to take a toll on Diana mentally and physically. What this film accounts is her experience of those 3 days in the way in which she saw this world. I might as well address what everyone is wanting to know right off the bat. Is Kristen Stewart as good as people are saying? She is. This was a magnificent performance from Stewart in what is easily a career best, and currently has to be the favourite to snap up that Oscar in a few months' time. It's such a wonderfully complex and layered role that so eloquently taps into the mental torment that Diana was suffering from at the time. I never once saw Kristen Stewart. She completely disappears into this role, even in her cadence, even in the way she speaks. She's constantly sounding out of breath, as if she is never given any room to breathe because of the relentless pressure that she faces from the establishment surrounding her. At points, it's absolutely gut-wrenching to watch, knowing how difficult it was for her and the obstacles that she faced from seemingly all corners of her life. And because of how unfiltered this depiction is, for example, it does discuss quite heavily topics such as Diana's bulimia and self-harm, and that they're both depicted quite viscerally. The first two acts of this film are almost horror movie-like in nature. Director Pablo Larraín, who I think is most well known for his film Jackie with Natalie Portman, decides not to go down the route of authenticity for this film. There's a line that opens the film that says, "This is a fable based on a true tragedy," and that could not be more true. And I personally found the departure from convention very refreshing and unique. Larraín takes his audience inside the mind of Diana. For her, I mean, at this point in time, she was beyond breaking point. She had literally been pushed to the edge. As she walks around the corridors and the halls of Sandringham, you can feel the paranoia and the inability to escape seeping in. And there's always this incessant reminder that everyone is always listening, be it the royal family themselves or their aides. And because of that, a lot of the dialogue is whispered or softly spoken. There's this overbearing sense that you have no freedom. Your choices are not your own. You are not allowed to be your own self, which, when we compare that with what happened in real life, we know that that has a lot of weight to how Diana really felt. In terms of atmosphere, this cold intensity is only heightened by a truly incredible score by Jonny Greenwood. His score sometimes feels like fractured jazz noise in what I can only assume is meant to represent Diana's anxiety-ridden mind, but then morphs into a lot grander, more hopeful music when there is the small branches of hope and life extended to Diana. There are also some supporting performances that make a fair, solid impact. Sean Harris as a caring chef implied that Diana wasn't solely alone within the family and the staff that come with them. And I thought that the two young boys who played William and Harry were brilliantly cast too. I really like that the film took the time to shine a light on how being a mother for her two boys was the most important thing in Diana's life. As for some aspects that didn't really land for me, Larraín likes to lean a lot on magic realism and surreal components. Now, the intention was to tap inside Diana's fragile and tortured psyche, but I often felt that I was being brought out of the film because of just how avant-garde it was behaving. That being said, there's a mini dance sequence that happens towards the third act of the film that I found absolutely stunning. A typical princess story, Spencer is not. So long as you're aware of Diana's life and eventual tragedy, Spencer is not an easy watch, but it will be a rewarding one. Kristen Stewart gives a career-defining performance that is worthy of every single ounce of praise she's already received. The film itself doesn't adhere to typical biopic rules or conventions, and not everything may work, but most importantly, it does serve as a testament to the strength and resilience of Diana herself. So, I'm going to give Spencer a 7.5 out of 10. Anyway, guys, those were my thoughts on Spencer. Let me know, have you had a chance to see the film yet? What did you think? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. But my question to you, who do you think could potentially stand in the way of Kristen Stewart getting that Oscar? Are there any performances that you think might just nab it in front of her? Oscar season's starting to hot up, so we are off to the races. But as always, thank you ever so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.
Hello, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, make sure to click that like button, and if you aren't already, click that subscribe button too.